sports fans, it's me, your favorite business professor, Dr. Anne Maria DeMars, coming to you from Santa Monica and here to talk to you about word processing basics. Mostly today we're going to focus on Office 365. So that means we're going to use Word, and we're going to cover how to create a document in Word, design, save it into Drive, collaborate. So step one, do you have an Office 365 or a Google Apps account? If you don't, if you are registered as a College of the Desert student, which you should be if you are at Sync, and if you're not, you will be soon, you'll be able to log in here with your COD ID and get access to Office 365 for free. I will paste this link down below the video. Also, if you would prefer Google Apps, you can also get a Google account for free and use either your current email or create a new Gmail account, and I'll also paste that link below. Now, some of the things you could do with Word or Google Docs on your PC or Mac or any mobile device, you can create documents from scratch or use a template. You can add text, images, art, or videos. You can do some research and on a topic and find some credible sources and write them up. You can access your documents from a computer, tablet, phone, with OneDrive or Google Drive. That is really useful for me because I'm always popping around between Santa Monica and Palm Springs and St. Louis and Oakland, so that's super helpful. You can share your documents and work with others, also super helpful. That's something you're going to do in this class probably with me and probably soon with your fellow students. You can also track and review changes. And again, you may not use that in this course, but you will definitely use it in the future when you're working in collaboration with other people. So with Word, let's look at creating a document. I'm going to assume that you have an Office 365 account, that you went in and you downloaded Word. Now, and you got access to Office 365. So you could just go here and sign in, and most likely you're going to sign in with your College of the Desert ID and password. And once you sign in, yes, I'll stay signed in. Up here, where you probably wouldn't have noticed it unless somebody pointed out to you, this is where you would get access to all of the different apps. So if you click on those buttons up there, that's the app launcher, and you'll see a bunch of different options here, Excel and PowerPoint, where you use later, but for right now, we're going to click on Word. And you'll see that you have options, a blank document, and then there's templates. There's APA style papers and general notes and a bunch of other stuff, but we're going to pick blank document. So that's it. You open up OneDrive, you click on the app launcher, you pick Word, you pick blank document, woohoo, and there you go. And then you start typing away. I love Intro to Entrepreneurship. It is my absolutely favorite class. But there's a little bit of an issue here because if you look up here, the title of your document is Document 2. And that could be a little difficult to remember later on down the line. So what you want to do is go over here to File. Go over to File, and if it doesn't pop up with Save As, I don't know what's going on here because a lot of times it does, but if it doesn't, click on those buttons. Oh, I think I know why. Oop. I don't know why. Sorry, I lied. Anyway, sometimes you will see it come up with these buttons that I'll show you in a minute. But if they don't, you click on over here, click on Save As, and then it will come up with all of these options. And what we want is rename. So I'm going to click rename and give it a new name. And that's it. And if you scroll down here, you might see something that says, hey, where's the save button? And there's no save button because your document is being saved automatically. So just to recap, you've logged in, you click over here on these little squares for the apps to pop up. You pick Word, you pick blank document, and now you have a document. And you type away. And then you click File, select File, and if Save As does not pop up, then you'll see those little buttons, those continuation dots that I showed you. See, now it's doing it, just being annoying. But if you don't see that, you can click here with the more file options. So either way, if you click File and you get Save As, pick Rename. If you don't get those options, pick File and then the three dots and Save As. And either way, you'll end up in the same spot. And then pick Rename and rename the file. All right. So we have created a file. We've renamed it. We didn't need to save it because we're automatically having it saved as we're working online. All right. Now that you have written this all up, you would want to share it with someone, likely me. So you'll see this a lot when it says on the ribbon. What the heck do they mean by the ribbon? The ribbon is this top part up here in your document that shows things like, back here, making a bullet list or making your text centered or left aligned. And over here on the right, you see this share button. And if you click on it, you will get the option to share with somebody. Then click that. And it will let you pick who you want to share it with. In this case, I have anyone with the link can edit it. I can change that from can edit to can view, so they can't make any changes. And again, it could be anyone with the link. It can be people in California Indian Nations College. Main thing you want to do is click on that share button, okay? So select share, or you can go to File and click Share. Select who you want to share it with. Usually I leave it to anyone with the link can edit or anyone with the link can view it. And then you can enter a message. Hey, this is my assignment. In my case, say you wanted to share your document with me, telling me how much you love my class, or probably you're telling me, you're sending me your assignment. But anyway, put in my email, ademars@synccollege.org, right there. Click send, woohoo, and I will get your assignment. The other thing you can do is click here to copy that link. Then you go into Populi, and to share your document, you're going to go to assignments and pick the assignment, and then paste the link that you had copied. Remember, copy that link, paste it into the comments, and click post. So you're in Populi, you go to assignments, you click whatever the assignment is, and you go and you paste that link there where it says, and then you click post. Or your other option is maybe you have the document saved on your computer, not online. Maybe you're not using Office 365. Maybe you're using the old Office that's on your computer and the documents on your computer. That's okay. Log into Populi, pick the assignment just like before, and so go to assignments, pick what assignment it is you want to turn in. You'll see the same thing with files here and the option to paste there, and you can either drag the file or that you want to upload, or you can click here. It's kind of hard to see because it's small, but it'll let you click there and select the file that you want to upload. So those are 2 ways to submit in Populi. Hope that helps. Now, all right, we're going to go back to our text, try and make it beautiful. Let's say you wanted it to be a different font size. You can select the text and you're on the Home tab. This is the thing that throws people off a lot. There's a bunch of tabs here, and depending on which tab you're on, you'll have different options. So you could go to the Home tab, select the font you want, select bullets, numbering. Let's see how that works. So I'm on the Home tab. Now let's select some text. And I'm on the Home tab. I could make these bullets. I could make them bolded. And this will give me more options. These 3 dots are always like to be continued. I could make them indented more. I could make them a different style. So as you can see, there's a lot of options on the Home tab for changing your text, for making it styled in all kinds of different ways. I could click over here for more options and make the font size bigger or smaller. So you get the idea. Alrighty? So you can format your text. One kind of cool thing you can do is insert all kinds of stuff. You can insert tables, pictures, pictures from your computer, shapes. So let's take a look at that because I like that. I want to show how much I really love entrepreneurship. So I go back up here and I've got to click the Insert tab. And I'm going to pick to insert a picture from Bing Pictures. So that will look all on the web, right? And I want to type in computers. And this will give me all sorts of images. All right, I want to put this one in here. Let's pick that. Down here at the bottom of the screen is a button to insert it. So I click Insert, and there's the image. So when you pick Insert, so you have images from this device, stock images, you can insert equations, all kinds of stuff. So you should definitely play with that because it's really kind of fun. You can insert a table here. So we looked at inserting things like tables and pictures. There's a lot more options there, so play around with that a little bit. In Word, you can also check your grammar and spelling. If you have words that are misspelled, it's going to show up in red, and if you right-click on it, it will make some suggestions. They're not always right, but a lot of times they are. If you have something shows up in blue, it means grammatically it's not correct. Again, Word isn't always right, but often it is. If you right-click on it, it will give you a suggestion, so that's helpful. Now remember, we talked about sharing, right? So once you share your document, other people can also work on it. So you can see, if you're editing a document, that maybe somebody else is editing at the same time. Now, personally, I don't like that. I mean, I don't like that somebody else is editing at the same time. I like to be able to see that they're doing it. And in that case, I might send them a text and say, hey, let me know when you're done with this, and then I'll take over my share. I mean, other people don't mind that, and they will be working on different parts of the same document. But anyway, the thing that's useful about it is you'll see who else is working on it at the same time as you. You can track and review changes. So let's say that Omar and Guadalupe and these other people that are in your group went in and made changes to the document. You can see what changes they made and either accept them or reject them. Now here is one of my favorite things. You can make your own kind of personal Wikipedia. So what you do and I'll show you what I've been working on in a minute. You could select any text and right-click it, and then link will come up. Now the link could be to a document, remember, because we just went through that whole thing with sharing and copied the link. So it could be one of your own documents, like your notes from the previous week's class, or it could be anything, any link on the web. Link to your documents in OneDrive that are your own, link to shared documents, link to, when I put in to click a link here, it'll tell me these are the things that I've used recently in my own OneDrive, but you could put link anything at all. So here's an example. For me, I am creating my own little Wikipedia that has to do with academics at Sync. So here's a topic about Academic Senate. I mentioned the catalog. This links to the catalogs on the web. This talks about a discussion on a tribal governance certificate. And this links to a folder that's in somebody else's Google Drive that talks about it. And here, this is just some text with my own notes. So that is a really quick introduction. One place that I'd super recommend that you find more is support.microsoft.com. This training page here has a bunch of Microsoft courses. It has templates, all kinds of them. Some of the really cool examples, like if you look at the Sync catalog, that academic calendar that's in there was done with a template. So yeah, that is my really super fast introduction. So hope it was helpful. Check it out.